Mm. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my stream. We're back to trading NQ live. I'm still gonna be. Let me turn on the music a little. I'm still gonna be trading my CFD account now, simply because I wanna get funded with more capital, and I think like the easiest, the best way to get funded with more capital is like get the good CFD companies because there's a lot of bad CFD companies, but FTMO and there's a couple more that like been very consistent for a while now, for years. So we can get funded with these challenges, which are much easier, and get a bit more capital from them as well. Because in futures, you really like right now in futures, everybody's tightening up the rules so much. The rules have become so like it's good for the companies, but like the rules have become so tough. It's very hard to make any substantial amount of money. Even like Tradify, they changed up like so many of their rules. So it went from like being that amazing to right now it's just being like pretty much as good as the other firms. It's back then like when Tradify started, it was like there was like a massive gap of what they offer you compared to other firms. Right now, things are just equalizing quite a lot, and it's the same price. So it's annoying. Some things have to happen. Sometimes to keep the company going. Keeping a company alive, but it just sucks that they have to take away the opportunity that was there. I guess it was like it was gonna get end up at because they had a fast track as well, just cutting off services because they couldn't sustain what they were doing. It works well in the beginning to give such a big opportunity, but then after that it just like goes bad. So I guess it's the only way they can keep it. But at the same time, like if you compare this, you know, challenges to CAD challenges where you have 10% drawdown and like uh, balance based drawdown, profit target is almost twice as less, even though it's two steps, but because the percentage you have to make is less than the overall percentage you need to make on the futures, on the futures challenge. And they're a bit more front cost, but then if you can trade like bro, like most of them even give you a refund on the challenge, right? Like FTMO, like they've been staying in business with this model for a long time, so it must be profitable. The way you do what they're doing, So I don't understand how is the futures being unprofitable unless they really screw up the rules against the trader like they do normally. Maybe because of the nice execution, it's easier to catch like scalps in there. Maybe people are slightly more profitable in futures. Um, but like I think they could tighten up a little. Like not tighten up, but like lose it up a little because bro, these consistency rules and like being locked from withdrawing all your money until you reach certain amount of days like this are like crazy, bro. Like compared to CFDs. So that's why I'm just doing CFD challenges. At the moment, I want to try, get paid from them. It's gonna be on shit platforms. Like the biggest minus for me on CFDs is I can't trade and trade you straight away. So I need to trade on like DX trade, like trade locker and shit like this. It's just disgusting to trade on these platforms, quite honestly. But okay, market is opening now. Let's see what happens. So say I'll probably go all the way down here if he wants to see. Some lot of liquidity here. Hey, the market is dropping straight away. The market is just dropping straight away. What is this color? I want to put it on my trade locker chart as well to make it simpler. Trade locker chart. I'm going up, bro. Let's see. So right now, honestly, like we do have these data highs here. We do have a fair value gap on a 50-minute up there. We could work as a rejection area. Let's see. And obviously we have this small fair value gap over here. That's like the first presented fair value gap as well, which is quite important. By the way, we're taking one trade a day. Look, winning or losing, like we're done, bro. That's what we're doing for the next 2025, but boy, that's what we're doing. Gonna build some ridiculous discipline. Like I don't care about the piano anymore. Like, bro, I mess up so many times just because carrying the piano, and one time it just fucks you up. So you need to like really build this discipline, like regardless of how you feel. So like this year is not about like next year. I mean, like we almost started 2025. Like this year is just like being consistent with the way you execute. Like not about the money. All right, that fair value gap be rejecting here. That fair value gap be rejecting here. For now. Yeah, right now it's like there's no setup you can take, to be honest. No, it's not a safe setup. I mean, that fair value up on a 50-minute go inversed. So, if the fair value gap gets inversed, the 50 minutes inverse, that one gets inversed, we could see taking this liquidity here. This and potentially this one as well. And maybe potentially could run up to the 50-minute fair value gap up here. So maybe we're gonna take this, gonna take this buy from this fair value gap if that one closes. Should be a decent setup. I know it's still working this fair value gap there. Trying to figure out what it wants to do. But you need to have a quick break even here because it might be just a strip of these highs. You know, that's the thing. So if it takes these highs before tapping in the entry, it's better not to enter at all because that could be a sweep. So it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. How the day looks like. Uh-huh. Yeah, day looking like it could push up a little higher. So that's the 1 hour. Yeah, we might be targeting this buy side liquidity here. Um, let's see. Let's try enter on that one because we do have inversion now. Okay, we in this trade. In this trade. We're in this trade right now. Here's the trade. This is the trade. You're gonna target at the beginning with this fair value gap, something like this. See what happens. It did have a sweep on this one, right? But you know, I wanted to guess. I think it should get a sweep on this one before even considering going down. So I think it should get a sweep on this guy here before even continuing going down. That's why I'm holding it in drawdown now. It's a bit more risky, but I think that one has to be taken before even considers going down than just this one. But I could be wrong, you know, you never know. If I'm wrong, then it's just gonna go down. If I'm right, it's either gonna shoot up to this fair value gap or take this and then reverse. Let's see. You never know. Straight here. Like if you were to hold it to like about 3 R, it's gonna be somewhere in the middle of this fair value gap, you know. Okay, right now you should be break even in this trade. Right now you should be break even, you know, because right now it took the liquidity I told you about. So once it takes this liquidity, it has a higher chance to reverse, right? So now this trade should be risk free, bro. Anyone in this trade should be risk free. Yeah, it shouldn't pull back if you're right. If you're just gonna run for this. The question right now is it gonna run for this high here, or is it gonna sweep and reverse? You know, that's where we put the break even. You know, that's why you want in zones where you expect first something to get swept before reverse, so you have enough space in between to put the break even. So if you're right, you're gonna be right, and if you're wrong, you're just gonna be risk free. That's the type of trades you wanna take. You know, that's the type of trades that is gonna protect your capital and are safer to take. You know, because anything can go up and down, but not every single setup is going to give you the ability to protect your capital if you're wrong, if that makes sense. So it's good to get on setups that give you the, you know, has a high chance of you being able to get break even if you're wrong type of shit, you know? Maybe you're not going to be able to, but like a higher chance of this happening on a setup, it simply means that you'll be able to protect your capital better over a longer period of time because you're taking setups where even if you're wrong, you're not going to lose money, you know? And you might give you another chance or might be breaking it for a day. It's better than taking a loss. Sometimes you're taking aggressive setups, they're going to work out pretty nicely, but if you're looking for long-term, you know, preservation of your capital, it's definitely like, you know, it's definitely a good idea to be able to, you know, just make sure that you decrease the losses as much as possible. Okay, if you're a partial trader, you should be taking partial over here, or you can take partial now, let the rest run. I'm holding the full position, so I'm not taking partial. So I'm a bit more risky with that. You know, you guys could take a partial right now. It's gonna feel much better if you will have trouble holding trades. Because like once you take a partial, you already got paid. I'm just like I like to hold my full position. You know, when you have these liquidities up here, it allows you to take the trade without risk. As I said, this is very important thing to start including in your trading. You know, having a high here. You know, having a high before your entry or highs that are very close, you know, because you have this liquidity, that liquidity here, internal and external. Um, yeah, internal and external liquidity. The price is very likely to be, you know, attracted to this before going down. You know, it can still go down if you wants to, but like it'll be, you know, you'll be much better off, bro. You'll be much better off for sure to take trades like this in general. Okay, TP's almost hit, boys. TP's almost hit, boys. Well, you never know, but like 3R is gonna be here. You're gonna go through the middle of the fair value gap. Let's see. It looks like it has a lot of momentum inside. But if this candle doesn't close that shit, the next one might be a pullback. Let's see. He has 15 seconds to push up a bit higher. Otherwise, the next one is certainly a pullback. Because look at the imbalances he created on 1 minute. Definitely on 1 minute, it's going to be a small pullback. So let's see if he's going to push for now. You can, if you're holding the trade, you can also move your stops to trail your stops. Probably somewhere around here. You could trail your stops. Mm, You can throw it to here, but you can still come down here and still go. Probably like the trail will be this zone here, unfortunately, because it's the safer one. Like the bottom of this candle if you want to trail. And this is where actually I trail in position. You know, I trail my position at this and this candle low over here, guys. So if you want to trail the position, you trail here, and you should have been break even over here. You should be break even over here pretty much. At this line, but I don't want to put it exactly in this line. You should be break even here. I told you guys, next one is gonna be pullback. Like when you've been trading for a long time, you can just literally like predict the candles one by one. But yeah, well, like it should if it's healthy, it's a healthy action, like the pullback is not it's not always like a bad thing to see. It obviously is like can scare you away, but it's just a healthy action of the price action. Price action cannot just shoot in one direction like non-stop, um, continuously. Like it needs to have like a healthy pullbacks. And that's why it's called trend. Lower lows, higher lower lows, higher lows, and higher highs, higher highs. That's how the price works. So unless the pullback signals that there is like possible reversal, like inversing fair value gaps on the way down, closing above, like with a lot of like inefficiency. Yes, at the time you realize this shit, you probably already ate up a lot of your profits because it does have to move significantly for you to be able to certainly know that shit ain't coming back. But that's the only way. There's no way. If you start, exiting the position when you see just this type of price action pulling back out of fear, yeah, you might lock up more profits, but a lot of times you just missed on your 40p. Because right now the price doesn't indicate anything wrong with the price. Uh, you know, Let me just mark this better. Now you could probably, trail your stop loss down to here to this candle because it should shoot up mass majority of the time, if the price is healthy. It starts consolidating, but it still can start consolidating. If you want to be, defensive, you should put your stop loss here, and now get stopped out most likely. If you want to be defensive on your profits, but I still think like it's just gonna consolidate a couple candles and then shoot up. So if like want to be more aggressive, you can hold now. If not, you should be out right now, full position. I'm just saying like what you should do. Like I don't necessarily do all the things I'm telling you to do, but like I'm saying like what you should be doing if you really want to preserve your capital and go like as less risky as you can do trading, because trading is risky regardless, but like as less risky as you possibly could will be taking these decisions with the idea of protecting what you made and defending what you have in your bank in your fucking trading account. That's the way to go for consistency and long term. Well, obviously sometimes you're willing to let go of a winning position. You're willing to do certain stuff just to benefit on the other end behind. You know, and I think we're gonna get stopped out most likely here, which is which is pretty annoying. Uh, it, you're either gonna let the shit hit or move your stop loss right now. If you want to risk the trade, if you want to lock in like 1.4 hour, you can exit now, or you can, risk the whole trade to go. You know, that's the type of thing you should be, deciding on doing right now. Yeah, it did like inverse pretty much everything. Yeah, only God can save this trade right now, to be honest. Inversed everything on the way down. Yeah, oh my God, we pretty much gave back the whole position because I have the proof. Yeah, I'll be honest, you guys. I have this shit through all the way from here to here. We pretty much lost all the money we made in the position. Break even. Shit. And that's the risk you take, Look at this shit. That's the risk you take sometimes. I was, maybe I was a bit too greedy. Maybe I should have exited here as I initially wanted. I was honestly, guys, I was too greedy in this position. I should have just exited, like at 2 hours or something, instead of trying to stretch it for a bit more. I didn't follow the zones. Like this were the zones for reversal. Like I can only be pissed at myself that I just like I took the risk and I paid the price pretty much. Took the risk and paid the price. Then it is what it is. Hopefully, like if you guys took partial or closed it when I told you, you know, like you should have made some money here, but not me. It is what it is. That's the bad sides of like trying to be more aggressive or just saying more. It's not always like amazing when you win big. When because you are trying to hold on to a winner for a bit longer. Sometimes you lose everything from the winner. That's one of these times. Yeah, right now there's so much inefficiency there, right? So if we're looking for another setup right now, there's so much inefficiency left here. See on 2 minutes, still a lot of inefficiency. 3 minutes, still a lot of inefficiency. 5 minutes, okay, one big fair value gap that could be created in 5 minutes. Uh, it's hard to say. We do have rejection from this. We do have an inversion on this fair value gap here. We could try and take a sell from this 5 minutes inversion, but like this, we could potentially take an inversion down to here, previous day lows, I would say. Uh, the problem is It's just not it's not a usual setup that we're taking on a 5 minutes time frame, you know. That's the problem here. I normally don't trade on a time on a 5 minutes. It's a bit too high for me. So and it might not even hit back to it, to be honest. Might continue down straight away. That's the thing with the 5 minute is like the 5 minute is like it might just straight up just continue. You won't get a pullback like on a 1 minute. That's why I prefer the 1 minute because you can find more precise entries there. This still could be a valid setup. It swept all this liquidity tapped in the 50-minute fair, like I inverse this on the 5 minutes, you know. This could be a nice good sell setup here. You know, it could be a good sell setup right now. This liquidity here down here is gonna act like a break even if it taps in prior. It's not a bad setup. But you know, I don't know, chances are it might not tap in there, bro. You know, you might not tap in there. It might just straight up run for the liquidity now, because like it has so much more inertia right now. It would be nice if the 5 minute reverses and taps in, you know, but that one reverses taps in, it would be pretty nice. Yeah, I might not get the reversal. Hmm. I'll put my sell limit there. Uh, if it taps in, you know, and if because it hasn't taken this liquidity here, it created a trend line liquidity on the 1 minute, and you can see these lows. So like a trend line liquidity here. So if it taps in, this area here is a good magnet for us to, you know, expect to be protected by, you know, because it has this sell side liquidity down here. You have this trend line liquidity. So if it taps in here, the problem is that my stop loss is here. It might, you know, it might take you no ratio. We'll see. But it's a very big like inefficiency. So you know, how big can my stop loss be? To be honest, like, so we put it at the top of this 5 minutes. It's not the best candles. You know, it'd be nice if the next, like the third candle had a bit more of a body to put it behind the body, but uh, you know, it is what it is. We're betting that it's not gonna retrace all the way up to there because it has all this liquidity down here. You know, so we're gonna follow this trade on a 5 minutes. Let's see. Can't lie, you know, like 5 minutes is literally not my thing, but you know, I guess the market structure is market structure. You know, let's see. Yeah, I think that will be a loss, guys. And it doesn't look like it wants to, reverse at all. That's how it looks like. It looks like it's just filling up this shit straight away. Yeah. Not much left, to fill up. Like, it doesn't reject now, you know. Pretty much gonna get stopped out right now. Bro, this is how you turn like a win to a loss, bro. Pretty much, because that's what happened now. Yeah, that's a loss, guys. It is what it is. Gonna take this loss for the day. It is what it is, bro. Hopefully you made money on the first trade. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. Sometimes like the shit, like go greedy here, didn't take the profits. Second trade didn't work out. It is what it is, bro. Sometimes you just mess up because like you messed up. That's it. But like we're gonna cut the loss now and then gonna come tomorrow. That's the most important thing. I see you tomorrow. Trading. Thank you once again. Hope you have the rest of the day filled with amazing profits. I'll see you tomorrow.